Hello, 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 world. This is Louise Hicks, your host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. And today, in this episode, we're going to discuss the Atlanta barbershop owner that said that he was misled by this situation where these Black leaders were claiming that they had a surprise call from former President Trump. Now, I did a podcast on that a few days ago, I think 2 or 3 days ago, how these Black business leaders supposedly in Atlanta was in this barbershop by the owner of the barbershop giving permission to a friend who had called him when he was out of the country. And now he is speaking out. So if you want to get a little bit more detail on it, watch my previous podcast where I spoke about the Atlanta Barbershop Roundtable, where these Black leaders in Atlanta were there with none other than the brilliant neurosurgeon Bencarson and the representative from Florida, byrondonalds. So I'm going to share with you what the owner had to say about how he was misled with this political issue that was brought into his barbershop, in which he said if he had known, it would have never been allowed. And again, I'm Louise Hicks of this podcast, Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. Please subscribe, share, 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 thumbs up, give it a like, and by all means, please leave your comments because I'd like to hear what you have to say about this. Because in my previous video, I said that it appeared to be staged and they did not speak of anything of substance that was about economic empowerment of our people, the Black community. And this is why I have coined myself the Mad Black Woman, which is for motivated and determined to support and help elevate my people, Black people, to a higher level of consciousness. So let me share with you now what the owner had to say from this barbershop and how he feels he was misled. So take a listen. It's a short video, so I won't be in here long. And let's see what he has to say, because he spoke and he shared with us that he was misled.
At 6, the owner of Rocky's Barbershop in Atlanta says he feels he was misled by a campaign event for former President Trump the day before the debate. Rocky Jones tells our Karis Belger he thought his Buckhead shop was just hosting a forum for Black businesses, but he says he never expected to fade into the realm of politics.
To me, cutting hair is like an art.
And smooth waves are not the only thing Rocky Jones wants his shop to be known for.
We try to specialize in just giving good service to the community. As you can see, I've been here since 17 years and it's been good.
Which is why he jumped at the chance to help other Black business owners get ahead.
Started with a text, then it went to a call because I was actually out the country. And just me agreeing to do a Black small business, round table. I thought it was like something real private.
It was anything but. Rocky, along with Black business owners from across metro Atlanta, crammed into his shop, along with Trump surrogates like Bencarson. But it wasn't all shop talk.
Thinking about Black business in Atlanta, small Black businesses in Atlanta. And I'm like, okay, so when are we going to start talking about this?
He says a call from former President Trump during the event cut deep.
Why is the ex-president calling somebody in my barbershop? This has nothing to do with small Black businesses.
And he was left with a lot more than razor burn.
We had some calls. Thursday, we definitely got some calls, some backlash, some angry people that don't know me, and I have to deal with that. I have no involvement in politics. We don't even talk politics in my barbershop. It's all sports. Commend everybody to vote, but that's your business. I don't tell you what to do.
The number of customers, he says, has trimmed down, but he hopes the shock will fade and he can keep helping his community. Karis Belger, 11 Alive News.
Now, we repeatedly reached out to several representatives for the Trump campaign today about the claims that he just made. They have not responded at this time to our phone calls or emails.
Okay, let's stop it right here. As you can see what happened here and what Rocky Jones, the owner of Rocky's Barbershop, had to say. And as I've always said, nobody can tell you who to vote for. And they took over this man's barbershop, and now he's getting backlash as a result. And as I've said, I'm not voting for either Donald Trump or Joe Biden because I've always said the Democrats and the Republicans are one snake with two heads, and neither one in that specific um, so-called roundtable that I said from the beginning in my previous podcast. That was no surprise. It was a staged event, and Bencarson and byrondonalds should be ashamed of themselves, but obviously they're not because they were just pandering for the Republican Party, just like you have panderings out here for the Democratic Party. And I got out of the Democratic Party, I should say, when I was in my 30s, and I am now 73 years of age. And I see and have seen for years how corrupt these politicians are and how they come with a bunch of lies, and then 4 years later, they're back with the same lies that they tell. So just take a lesson from this and just watch, and see what their agenda, the real agenda is. Is it about doing anything specific for the Black community, such as reparations, a debt that is owed that I didn't hear any mention of in that podcast that they did, the so-called round table? So let's start thinking about and using our critical thinking skills to make a decision on who we're voting for, the policies. And if they have no policies, what good is it doing us to vote? We've been voting Democratic for years, decades, and we're still out here struggling within the Black community. So what have they done for us? What is this vote? What has the vote done for us as a Black community? Has it economically uplifted us? So that's what we have to be concerned with, and we have to make these politicians accountable. And we're not doing that. So why are we giving away our vote and not getting a return on that investment? So let's really give it a thought. Again, I'm Louise Hicks, your host of Aim to Purpose Spiritual Empowerment Hour. And please, by all means, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and by all means, leave your comments as to what your thoughts are. And ask yourself, what am I voting for? What have I gotten over all these years of voting Democratic? So that's some food for thought. And I will be coming back with another video. So stay tuned. And always remember, your power lies within you. Let it loose. Your destiny is your command. Stay tuned. Subscribe, share, share, share. And by all means, let's think about what we're going to do this coming November. That is right around the corner, because it is, as Rocky Jones said, your business who you vote for. However, think about what you're getting as a return on your investment, which is your vote to these politicians. With that said, again, your power lies within you. Let it loose. Your destiny is your command. And much love, and I'll see you in the next video. Subscribe, share, share, share. Leave your comments, give it a like, and thumbs up. Until next time.